This is an issue that France 24's foreign editor Angela Diffley has been looking at, and she joins me now. Angela, first of all, what more can you tell us about those people who have been freed?
Well, on the Russian side, Russia has now got back 55 soldiers, and key person for Putin is Viktor Medvedchuk, who is a close personal friend of Vladimir Putin. Putin's third daughter is Medvedchuk is her godfather. This is a very, very close personal relationship. And it's thought that Putin, who's feeling increasingly beleaguered, really wanted this personal boost. This guy is a senior pro-Russian politician in Ukraine. He was put under house arrest when the war started. He then escaped and was recaptured by the Ukrainians. His party has been banned in Ukraine. He's very much a pro-Russian in Ukraine. And it's thought that Putin very much wanted his return. And alongside that, 55 Russian soldiers. On the Ukrainian side, 200 ordinary Ukrainian soldiers, and Zelensky has been saying every single one of those counts. That's the difference between Russia and us. We care about our fighters. There have also been 10 foreign fighters, and this is important. The US administration has thanked Zelensky, saying, thank you for remembering all those who are fighting alongside you and for making sure that 10 foreign fighters were released. And very important within Ukraine, for the massive morale boost it will engender, is the return of these 5 commanders of those troops who are considered national heroes in Ukraine, who resisted for such a long time in Mariupol. They have been taken to Turkey, where they have been guaranteed that they will be safe until the end of the war. So a very, very interesting exchange, gives you some insight into the balance of who counts and who doesn't on both sides.
And you mentioned there that those Ukrainian commanders are now in Turkey, and indeed the Turkish government and the government of Saudi Arabia was involved in brokering this deal, weren't they? What can you tell us about their roles?
Yes, it is interesting. If we take first Saudi Arabia, there's been a considerable amount of speculation as to what the Saudis were doing in getting involved in mediating this. Don't forget, normally Saudi Arabia is a close ally of the United States. That said, when Joe Biden went to have talks with MBS, the de facto ruler of Saudi Arabia, who he had earlier said was an international pariah following the murder in 2018 of Jamal Khashoggi, the dissident journalist, the Saudi Arabian dissident journalist who was killed, and the involvement of MBS in that. Biden had said, this man is an international pariah. He ended up going on a visit to see him, and the big hope was that Saudi Arabia would agree to increase oil production. Saudi Arabia jointly chairs the OPEC Plus committee with Russia. And in the end, Saudi Arabia decided not to increase oil production. So it's an insight into Saudi Arabia trying to straddle the line. That said, it looks like MBS perhaps wanted to burnish his international credentials, particularly in the West. He was particularly involved in the release of the US and the British soldiers, because after the Khashoggi incident, he is considered not to be on the right side. Turkey, NATO member, has in the past denounced Russia, but very much in the same way. Neither of these two countries see this as a black and white war.
Angela Diffley, thank you very much indeed.